Greetings, everyone. How's everybody doing today? Did y'all have a wonderful weekend? I sure did. I know it's Tuesday, but I had an awesome time. Just want to welcome you to this Tuesday night. Make a plan, make it happen. Map Live. Just welcome you all tonight rather. Tonight is a little different. We're starting at 7 o'clock because I have a meeting that I have to be at 8. So we're starting today at 7. And I hope that this topic will resonate with you. This topic is your mentor or your coach actually hurting your career? Are they hurting your career? Are they hurting your career? Is your coach actually a good coach or a bad coach? Okay, we're going to start off with that. Okay, first of all, mentors are important. They're very important. Studies have found that a good mentor or a good coach will help you get a promotion or will help you in your business because they have had a track record of success. And it's a win-win, not only for the employer, but also you as a business owner. So if you have a mentor or coach that is really serious about results and has proven results, you will definitely see the result. But all mentors are not good. Some of them are fake, some of them are shady, and you have to really dig deep to find out their authenticity. That's the word. You have to really see, are they really real? Are they the person that they are portraying? One sign that you can look up is go and see if their website is active. Okay, that's one sign. Number 2, see who they are connected to. Number 3, if they have a coach, you should be able to know who their coach is, their name, their what business they run. Then go look at their coach's information and see who all the people that they have helped and who have hired them as their coach and what kind of success that the students have obtained because of the knowledge of that coach. Also, number 4, see who their coach's coach is. Okay, you go to the next level and see who that coach is, and you look at the people that they have inspired, and then after that, find out who that coach's coach is, and then delve into that person's success and the people that they have inspired, and then so on. There's a coaching tree that I've admired. One of my coaches, I know who her coach is, and I know who his coach is, and I know who his coach's coach is. His coach is Tony Robbins, and I know who Tony Robbins' coach was. His name was the late great Jim Rohn, Jimrohn, and his books and his CDs are still available. So you have to have some type of track record when you hire these people. If not, you'll get burnt. And it'll be a tough learning experience, but at least you know what to look for. Now, is your coach or your mentor, are they authentic or are they fake? Are they authentic or are they fake? Just because you see someone go and take a picture with a well-known speaker, say Les Brown, Myron Golden, Tony Robbins, or they have book product out there, and the person buys it. Just because you see a picture, don't let that picture fool you. Because if they were so good as they say, oh, so-and-so is my good friend, we talk all the time. Well, if that's the case, why are you never on their stages? Why do they never call you to speak? Why we never see you at their conferences and all we see is a picture, and then you think we're supposed to buy into that? Okay, be careful on these mentors. Be careful on these people that buy these programs and say that this coach is my mentor. Okay, We need to see a little more things that's going on. That's the example of a fake coach. Okay? A fake coach. Someone that's just after the money and not really there for the result. So those are just some of the things I want to explain right quick. So you don't want a mentor whose heart isn't in it. That's from Dr. Meisner, who wrote the book Who's in Your Room? The Secret to Creating Your Best Life. You don't want somebody that's just in it for the money, because then it becomes a gimmick, a gimmick, a gimmick, a gimmick. Then the price change. 1 minute the price is $99, then they want to shoot up to $250. Then they want to drop it back down to $99 because it wasn't authentic in the first place. Okay, so you have to watch that. Okay, you have to watch that, because if it's all about money, then eventually the program is going to fail, because there'll be so many people complaining until word travels. And a lot of times these individuals think that they can keep running this same thing over and over and over again. Well, people talk, and they talk, and they leave reviews, and they contact authorities, okay, and they put criminal charges out there for folk. I know a gentleman who served a prison time for being a fake coach, and he had a seminar out in the desert. It's 120 degrees, and he had these people doing all these exercises, and these 6 of these people died, and this gentleman had to serve jail time. Yes, jail time, because his tactics weren't right, and he was after the people's money, and unfortunately some of his clients died. So you have to be very careful for that. If their heart isn't in it and it's just for the money, well, beware. Look for reviews. A mentor isn't a rental friend. This relationship shouldn't just be about chit chat. It has to be seriously about helping, solving problems, and challenging and getting the result that you need. That's what a real mentor does. If they're fake, they don't have a success record. If they're fake, their successes will be 5-10 years down the drain, and they're still showing those pictures. That's not success. If the site is all about them and it's not about people, that's not success. Okay, that's not success. That's fake. If you can't see any of the clients that took the knowledge and really is doing much better, beware. Okay, they have to have a successful track record. You have to do your due diligence. You want someone who has been successful and has the background to show it. Sometimes people fall into the coaching business and they just think that it's going to be fun, I'm going to get paid, but it's hard work. Okay, it's really hard work. Another thing you want to look for, do they have a clear mentoring system? A mentor should have a process in place to take you from one step to the next, one step to the next. If you're paying somebody, you should ask what is their process before hiring them. If the arrangement is informal, get a sense of what they have in mind for the relationship. You don't want somebody that's winging it. You do not want someone that goes on YouTube and looks at different sites and then brings you back information as if they work talking to their coach, but they're not. They're talking from YouTube. Be careful of that. Be careful of that. Be very careful of that, because when you're on the calls, it's unorganized. When you're doing one-on-ones, it's unorganized. One big way of paying attention to what they do, go on their Zoom call or what have you. You will know if they haven't paid for the service, if the Zoom call keeps cutting out. After the 45-minute mark, the Zoom link drops. Then you go back on and do the same, try to have the same meeting, and it drops again. If they have this going on, they haven't paid for Zoom, that lets you know they aren't invested in their business and they're trying to get things for cheap. Okay? Watch for that. Watch for that. Because if you're spending your hard-earned money and their site keeps crashing or you don't have access to the site and they're just winging it, it's time to let them go. And make sure that you get the payments to stop. Talk to your bank. Make sure that that site does not charge you, because some of these rascals will still charge you for services and you have not been in any classes. Okay, file a report with your bank. Make sure that that charge doesn't come back to you. And if they've taken it, make sure you jump on it. Call your bank. Challenge the fee so you can get your money back. Okay, that was I forgot what number that was, but that was have the coach has to have a clear mentoring system. Okay, another one is the coach or the mentor. They aren't holding you accountable. They need to hold you accountable. Did you do the work? Did you get the things done? And when you didn't do it, they need to come at you and say, why not? It has to be, pretty, not necessarily mean, but it has to be on point. Look, you didn't get it done. What's the problem? This is slowing you down. You got to get this stuff done. Okay. Another big one is they don't walk their own talk. Oh, yes, I've seen that. I remember going to this gentleman's conference, and remember, he used to always brag that he would get to the conference before his attendees. So I flew out to this city, and he said he would get there by 8 o'clock, right? Well, I beat him to the punch. I got there at 7:30, and I waited. And he was pretty, probably 8:15, 8:30 he got there. And the conference started at 9. But the second meeting, I beat him there an hour. He always would brag and say, I'm there 2 hours before the meeting starts. That wasn't true. And the second time that I was at the conference, I had to help him take his own stuff out of his vehicle to set up for the conference on the next floor. And I was like, wow. Then it was funny because there was coffee in the morning and there wasn't coffee in the afternoon. I'm like, who does that? You're supposed to have coffee, fresh coffee, in the afternoon if you're having 2 sessions. Okay, you take care of the people that invest in your meetings. You just don't leave them hanging. And then it can't just be straight water. Take care of your clients. Okay, and when they don't walk the walk, and they said, I do this, da 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 da, and there's a bunch of mouth talk, you start figuring it out. When they set up meetings and the meeting's supposed to be this day, the meetings, it keeps changing, that's not good. Okay, and then if they say, take my advice, but they're not using it, that's not a good one. But if you actually have a coach that does the work, where you get the result, pardon me, and they keep showing up and they keep inspiring you. My present coach, I'll tell you, her name's Shayna Danielle Parker. She's been one of the best ones I've had. And every time I look up, she gives me some ideas. I'm on this platform because she's like, brother Keller, you can do this. And so I just said, she said, keep showing up. So I'm here. And so I appreciate her because it really has helped me get better and not quit. So that's a sign of a good coach. A good coach. That's a sign of a good coach that shows up and sees where you are and gives you advice and then asks you when you have some difficulty. You have any questions? Well, I got a question about this. How you do this? Oh, all you have to do is do this. Then you do it and then you see the result. That's an example of a good coach. Okay. Now, getting out of the coaching relationship can be kind of tricky. You can tell them in advance that you want to stop, but make sure that you either have it in paper, and like I said, make sure that you go to your bank so that credit card isn't charged anymore. Sometimes it could be a written, but make sure that your financial institution knows that it's time to end this relationship. Because one time I told my first coach I was ready to end the relationship, he got upset and started going off on me. Oh, you were just in the first grade. You have never graduated college. Just all this. What? Yeah, it wasn't. I thank you for being a client of mine. It was none of that. And so I learned from it. And I was bitter at first, but I got over that. And so I got better. And finally, took me years. I said, you know what? Let me get it back out here and keep showing up and inspiring folk and trying to help folk. And so that's where we're at. And so today basically is your mentor actually hurting or helping your career? Is your mentor real or fake? Are they real or are they fake? I remember the commercial Memorex. I remember the Memorex commercial from back in the 70s. Yes, and it was something to that tagline. Is it real or is it Memorex? Something like that. But anyway, glad that you all tuned in. This is a little short one. We'll be back to our regular 7:30 time slot next Tuesday. And I just wanted to come in and show up, give you some tools and things that I've learned, and try to help you. Don't forget, this month of July is a hot one. Make sure you drink plenty of water so that we won't be hearing about you and fell out and see you on the news. so make sure you drink plenty of water. We have some exciting things coming down the pike, and I think I'm gonna start doing some giveaways. So if you can respond to me, hit me in the chat, what have you, or inbox me, I want to know some of your thoughts. Okay, so this is Coach Keller. I just wanted to share that dynamic with you today, and I hope that all of you have a wonderful, wonderful evening. And again, God bless you. Have a good one.